Hi everyone, welcome to Ronin's Den's character creation. We are walking my partner here, Eric, through the character creation of the Legends of Kralis. It is created by our good friend, hilarious game master Levi Davis. It is an awesome system. We are going to be starting a bi-weekly campaign here pretty soon, and we're getting our characters ready. Eric, tell us a little bit about your character.
So, I have decided to go with a Ba-Liyan spellcaster. Picture little ferret person who's going to throw lots and lots of magic from the back of your character, or very close by to them. What's your character
Yeah,
again?
my large triceratops humanoid. That whole thing is you can hit me, but you probably can't damage me. And as I say that, Levi's probably rolling his eyes, thinking to himself, I'm gonna kill this guy. But yeah, anyway. So tell us where you are in the character creation process. I know the first thing that we start with is rolling attributes. We pre-rolled those, and also we used an optional rule that lets you put your species bonuses where you feel like putting them as opposed to the ones that we're supposed to put them in, because it was more fun that way.
Yep. So what I actually did was I got the attribute determination sheet off of Hilarious' website, put in the base size down the first column. I actually went with the standard array that was in the book this time, and arranged those to taste. You get a 13, a 25, a 16, an 18, a 25, a 17, a 21, and a 15. I did, like Steve said, I used the place it where you will for your species ability score adjustments. And then I put the focus modifiers in as well. Doing spellcasting, you have to go with knowledge as your skill focus. So over on the character
Absolutely,
sheet,
you do.
oh yeah, it's impossible to do otherwise. Here's the character sheet. I'm going to go ahead use the drop down menu to change my species to Ba-Liyan. I'm going to change my size to small. I've already input my ability scores before we started recording, which this is a very
To
handy
save time, because
save a lot of time. Now, what's nice about this form fillable that you could get from Hilarious' website, let's go ahead and delete strength, which was 15. You can see that it changes the ability modifier to -10, put the 53 back in. The sheet will automatically do most of the math for you. Not a lot is left that you have to do mathematically yourself. Oh, I forgot to give myself that 20 in the climb as a bonus as well. Ba-Liyan get a natural weapon of claws with a base damage of 1. They get an additional 10 fatigue points to start with. 20 bonus to alertness, a bonus 20 to climbing. You also get some special species features and traits. So Ba-Liyan are technophobes. They do not use high technology very well. Kralis is a really cool
they
system.
have a percentage that it's gonna fail.
Oh yeah. So Kralis is really cool in the aspect of you have like your standard high fantasy meshed with high tech at the same time. Good old science fantasy. Gotta love it. One of my favorite ways to play, actually. Then I got marked down my starting languages, which are Common, Rostaki, and Jauza. I know I probably butchered the pronunciation of that, and Hilarious is probably rolling his eyes at me right now. And then for your species, you get to select 2 additional just species abilities. I went with Natural Magic and Second Wind. Natural Magic reads, among your species, you are known for your connection to the Great Weave of arcane magic. The use of spells is less taxing on you than normal. The cost of fatigue for spells is reduced to by 2 per power rank to a minimum of 1. So basically what that means is I could throw spells for a cost of 1 fatigue point, possibly, depending on what spell it is, but also it's going to cost me a lot less to cast that spell than other people who do not have that ability baked into their character. And then the second one.
So let's pause for a sec.
Yes.
Let's pause for a second, real quick, to explain that the Talarius Game Master system, Legends of Kralis, you don't have classes. You pick a species, and then you pick abilities to flesh out your character. You can make just about any character you want. So what Eric is doing is he is creating a spellcaster type character, but he is picking abilities from lists of abilities. At the start of the game, you rank 1, you will get 2 abilities from your species, 2 abilities from your focus, which we've established as knowledge, and then you get 1 from any of the abilities out there. But for him, it has to be Arcane Touch because that's the only way you can cast spells. So literally the best part of this system is the freedom to make the character that you want to make. So that is what he's talking about when he's talking about abilities.
Yes.
Continue.
Okay. And species have, some set abilities just for being that species, but every single one of them also has a list of optional abilities. And depending on what kind of character you're making, that's which one of those abilities that you're going to pick, or should pick, I should say. It wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to pick something like, well, actually, all of these would benefit me pretty well, to be honest. All right. Let's go ahead and move over to the focus area. I've already taken Arcane Touch because I need it. Can't get around it. Have to have it. I already take my species abilities. For knowledge, I get 2 additional free trained languages. Let's mark those off really quick. Languages. I'm going to mark the little checkbox here to notate that it's trained. I'm going to pick 2 of them. What languages do you speak Common?
I do speak Common as a Saurian. The Saurian language is actually, it is called, you can't speak it though. It's called Jakaltu.
Okay.
An unspeakable language by most beings. And then I got Common as well. So I speak a language that no one can speak except for me, and Common.
Okay.
So we can communicate through Common.
That works for me. I can also talk to Java too. I think what I want to take, because it might come into, I like the cat people, or the Jakara. Being a ferret, I may have need to be able to talk to them. So I'm going to take the Jakara language, which is called Alzir, or Alzir. And then another.
Please don't eat me. I'm friendly.
Right? And being small and of the land and of magic-y type abilities, I think the other one I want to take is going to be Ravad, which is the Ailuin language, or Ailwin language, I should say. They are also pretty well known for spellcasters. So I'm going to take those as my 2 bonus languages. Mark those off. And I put the little check mark in to denotate that they're trained. And then any 3 other trained knowledge skills other than spellcraft. What I like is there is a handy dandy chart about a couple pages away. Tells us which skills are knowledge skills and which ones are not.
It is on page 77. You get the choices of acupuncture, alchemy, concentration, cryptography, engineering, herbalism, languages, lore, meditate, research, and spellcraft. But you can't pick spellcraft with these ones.
Pick spellcraft yet. So, these characters are not very they're technophobes. They don't like tech. So I am going to say no to engineering right off the bat. I do like the idea of meditate. Meditate sounds really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and take that as a trained skill. Now, trained skills and untrained skills. Do you want to explain that real quick? The difference between the two of them?
So, trained skills are ones that you have mastery with. And if you are not trained in a skill that requires training, you just can't do it. You can't perform it. You can't act upon it. Being trained gives you the bonus of starting at a 40 and adding your modifier to that. Any skill that you are not trained in that you can use, which is a general skill or a non-trained skill that you can actually use, starts with a 30. So it's just you're a little better at it. They're kind of your, if we were putting it into a D&D type term, they're kind of your class skills, but there are no classes in this, so they are your trained skills. But yeah, that is the big difference between trained and untrained.
So I'm going to take meditate, research, alchemy, because alchemy sounds like it may be fun to play with, and concentration.
Oh yeah, let's make some boom booms.
Yeah. Concentration's really important as well. That uses willpower, so that's 44. So, got those marked off.
All right, and I think that's all the ones you get, right?
Yep, that's for skills.
Yep.
Any three, yep. Two there.
Then you get to pick.
2. Oh wait, nope. I took 4 by accident. Which one should I get rid of? Alchemy or concentration?
Concentration? I like the idea of a ferret, but it's your character. You do what you want.
I know. All right, so I know what alchemy does. Let me just take a real quick look at concentration. Utilizing a skill, you're better trained to others to focus and keep your concentration under under duress, or during conflict when attempting to complete a complex task. The focus concentration may attempt to gain concentration. I am going to keep alchemy. Because if I want, I can always take concentration when we get to the point where I just take skills.
That is true.
All right. I already took my one ability that I have to take, and that's Arcane Touch.
Correct.
Can't get around that.
Now you get knowledge focus abilities. You have a couple within there that you can pick from.
Yes. It take either another like alchemia, which is alchemy, animal transformation, arcane appraisal, biomechanics is out. Call familiar, I like call familiar, to be honest with you. Drain, dreaming, elemental sphere, focus, inherent knowledge, inherent languages, necromantic sight, necromantic studies, spell affinity, or totem magic. I usually like a necromancer,
honestly,
but I'm not going to do that with this character. No necromancy this time.
Spell affinity might be one to look into.
Yeah, spell affinities, that's the one, if I remember right. That lets me do a little bit better with the specific sphere of magic.
Yeah, because when you pick Arcane Touch, you have to pick the specific types of magic that you're going to use. I believe you get to pick from 2. I may be wrong there, but
Arcane Touch. Well, I get a +5 to my magic defense. Let's go ahead and put that modifier in right away. And I gain plus 10 fatigue points. So let's change that 10 to a 20. Wait.
Two chosen arcane elements.
Nope, I don't get that.
What?
I took 10 when I shouldn't have taken 10. I reversed that. Cast spells, yes. I learned to cast from 2 arcane elements. I also get minor magic tricks. Arcane elements. So I really like the idea of going with, I think it was Grit?
So also the levels in your abilities, you start at heroic, you go to legendary, you go to paragon. I think then you go to then you go to paragon. What that means is that when you take a ability, so arcane touch, you're taking it at level 1. You cannot go into the legendary level until you have completed 5 or until you've reached 5th rank with that ability. So at 1st rank, you can't take the legendary abilities or the legendary portion of that until you reach 5th rank. I believe is the way it goes. It might be 6th, but I think it's 5th. When you reach 5th rank, you may take the legendary level. That's how it says. So yes, every 4 levels you have it, or ranks, sorry, not levels, ranks, you can go to the next tier. So it's good to remember what level or what rank you actually got your abilities, because if you had picked Arcane Touch at rank 2, you would need to be rank 6 before you can take that ability or the legendary portion of it. It's just a way to like increase in power, but not drastically early, right? Gives you something to work towards and a reason to retake the ability when you reach that level.
Yep, and I'm going to take Spirit. For one of my spheres, for one of my elements. I'm going to take Spirit for one of them. Because that's going to give me access to summoning spells.
Ooh.
Yes.
Gotta love those summoning spells.
And I mean, one of those, I mean, it's really far down the list, but one of those is Summon Dragon. I mean, it's gonna take a while, but one day.
Oh, it's gonna take a long time to get to Summon Dragon.
Yeah. One day this character could potentially summon a dragon. And then the second one I'm going to take, because, you know, it's just fun to burn stuff down, is fire. I like the idea of hiding behind you, throwing fireballs. Enough. I mean, okay.
Hey, you're gonna have fatigue out the ass, so right? Why not? All sorts of fatigues.
It's gonna be fun on a bun. All right, now you said the other one to look at would have been spell
affinity.
Spell affinity. During every arcane mage's training, they learn simple small spells to gauge their affinity to a given element. Most have this training. Most let this training be forgotten, but you've not only kept these spells, but have also made them innate. You can activate any of these effects with a successful spellcraft check. You can use any effect, even if you don't have the corresponding arcane element. Okay. Arcane touch element increases the intensity. The effect of the effect. It's noted here. Okay.
So with the spirit, You can summon moth.
Yes. I could summon a moth.
Well, because you picked spirit, you'd have affinity, meaning you can summon 10 per rank.
And then fire, glow hand. A single hand is outlined in a glowing aura equal to a brightness of a candle. This does no damage to the user. Causes 2 points of base damage, because I have the affinity, per success with a successful touch attack, defense magical. I wonder if I could combine that with my claw attack to do 3 damage with fiery claws. Just like, ah!
I mean, in a pinch,
I like
that. That'd be up to the game master,
yeah.
and we'd see what he would say at that point.
Right?
But yeah, or you could just pick the ones that you don't have affinity with and see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. All right, and then we get one more. Let me flip back. Back to the page. All right, and then I could either take the... Elemental Sphere is interesting because it lets me kind of capture the spell and then, like, throw it later.
Yeah.
It only lasts for a little bit of time, though. I mean, it's not... It definitely has its advantage, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, Spellcaster... Drain. Once per day. For 2 stamina modifier, you may attempt to drain another's health to gain fatigue. You gotta make a touch attack, though. Arcane Appraisal. From the value properties of magical items. That doesn't sound like something my character would be into. Determine the value and properties of magical items, excluding artifacts. And I can figure out what spells, like, what items do what, which is actually really cool. Or I could go with Familiar. Generally a medium or smaller animal or beast. However, by doubling the merit cost and fatigue requirement, you may call a celestial or planar form instead. Calling takes place over 24 hours as you gain the trust of the animal familiar, after which you must succeed a willpower check of TS4. But I lose 25 stamina fatigue permanently. And then there's the other one.
I mean, that would be a good one for you, considering you take 2 less fatigue.
Yeah. And I could summon a planar creature. Or celestial one. You know what? Because I could call kind of like my own little mount to ride as well. Let's go with Call Familiar. We'll work with
all right.
We'll work with what the familiar is. Careful of planar. They can be evil.
They can be evil.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well,
so be careful.
Be careful. We'll worry about the familiar, like what exactly it is later.
Okay. Beautiful. So you have your 5 abilities.
Yes, I do.
You have everything good to go.
Yep.
Now the last part of the character creation is just filling out the secondary abilities, all of the little extra stuff like
Physical defense. Let's start
health points, which is size base, which you are small, so you have a base of 20 plus your stamina plus your willpower modifier. Stamina modifier, willpower modifier.
All right, so my stamina is 6, my willpower is 4, so that's 10 plus 20. That is 30 maximum health. Don't hit me. Don't eat me.
Good thing you got a giant Triceratops with 83 health and a ton of armor to keep you safe.
Right? Next.
Then we go to fatigue points, which is your stamina score plus is your willpower modifier.
All right,
plus
so
any other bonuses you might have gotten.
10. So stamina is 80. So that's 90, and willpower is 4, 94.
Dang.
Yep.
You're on par with me for fatigue use.
Mm-hmm. Then it looks like defenses are next.
And then you go to your defenses.
All right, so physical defense is 30 plus perception plus agility plus any additional modifiers. I have a modifier of 5. So 30 plus perception is 6, 36 plus willpower, or I'm sorry, agility. 36 plus 4 is 40. We'll leave that modifier there of 5. Magical defense. 30 plus intelligence modifier plus stamina modifier. All right, so it's 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. 43. Divine.
See, where I have you beaten physical defense, you have me beaten magical.
Divine is 30 plus wits modifier plus charisma. So that is 30 plus wits is 33 plus charisma, which is 3, 36. And Jinhu is 30 plus willpower plus intelligence. So willpower is 4, intelligence is 8. So that's 12 plus 30 is 42.
All right, and the next is movement. Your size is small, so you have a 15 movement speed.
Yep. Heroic luck. Charisma modifier. That is 3. Heroic luck's really important.
Yes. Age, which we can do later. Yeah. Height and weight.
We can do later.
Vision, encumbrance.
Vision's normal.
Should already be calculated.
Encumbrance is already calculated. The sheet took care of the math.
Then initiative is already modified too.
Initiative is already modified as well. Boom.
Then we go into philosophies. And unlike a lot of systems, Legends of Kralis has good, neutral, or evil. And then you have devoted evil or devoted good. So there's some benefits and whatnot to being devoted evil or devoted good. I went with neutral.
I'm going with neutral.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Hilarious says
95% of all beings are neutral.
Yep.
Some good, some bad.
All right, then the next thing is motivations.
Aspects, motivations.
Yep.
Reputation, background.
So I kind of want to worry about this later.
Okay.
But, I mean, for now...
This is all just...
This is all kind of like character kind of flavor.
I would do the backgrounds
The
because it
background
gives
I'm
you some
definitely going to do.
additional bonuses.
Yeah. But the motivation,
Yeah.
the aspects and the motivations, I kind of want to wait till I have a little bit more of a solid, this is what I want to be, right? This is how they're going to behave.
Okay.
But the background's kind of like the profession before they were an adventurer. And this does give you some bonus stuff. Now, as far as a spellcaster goes, there's a couple good choices. And I think the one I want to go with is going to be
Sage has a lot of overlap. Nah, not really.
No, Sage has some good stuff, but I'm almost like the Nothist is, more built around demon hunting. Lore habits of weaknesses of demons and undead and the macabre. I'm trying to stick with what's in the book at the moment, rather than hit up the website. But Telarius does have a ton of new backgrounds that they're adding constantly to their website.
I picked from the website which had Gladiator. For anybody interested in the website, it is telariusgaming.com. If you go to Legends and Lore, it has a bunch of different new species, backgrounds, abilities, monsters, weapons, magic items. It has a whole lot of stuff about the world of Kralis. It's where we got the character sheets, as well as you can pick up the core rulebooks. Or you can just download the Quick Start, which is more than enough to get you started playing.
Yep. So I'm actually going to go with the Sage, to be honest. Because I already took Alchemy as a trained skill. And there is a bonus plus 10 to Alchemy right out the gate. Pick 3 bonuses. So I'm going to take a bonus 10 to Alchemy to knock that up to 58. Then I can
also has Research a plus 10.
Research is a plus 10 as well. So this is gonna let me boost a couple of my skills up. And then herbalism. I take herbalism. I did not take herbalism. Herbalism is a focus skill though. So does this become a trained skill for me, or a focus skill, I should say, with a 40? So it'd be 50? Or is this a non-trained skill that starts at 30 and then goes to 40?
Background skills. Few skills. They are trained skills.
Okay. So this would be a 58. And there we go. Here's my trained skills for my background of Sage. I also gain...
And then you get one additional bonus.
Yeah. I can either take plus 10 poison resistance, plus 2 heroic luck, or plus 5 magic defense. And I'll give you a guess where I'm putting that one, which one I'm taking.
Heroic luck.
Heroic luck.
Yep.
When in doubt,
right,
or if you have the ability, go heroic luck.
Yes.
All right, let's figure out the merit.
And then it is... Yeah. So we have a standard campaign type. So in the campaign merit cost, put 400.
Okay.
Your species is 1200.
I believe Arcane Touch was 1500.
I believe so. I'm about to look it up just to be sure. Arcane Touch is 1500, correct.
And rank?
And I don't believe we had a rank one because we haven't ranked up. So, what is your total?
3,100.
I'm at 3,400, so we're pretty close.
Yep.
So you'll rank up before I will. So, the merit point costs here. The way you rank up is you earn merit. And when you reach the total merit cost for all of the stuff you have now, you reset and you can rank up and you reset your total merit cost. This part drives Duality crazy because he can't wrap his head around it very well. But basically what you're doing is every rank you are basically taking a loan from the bank to get your new stuff. And then you have to pay the bank back. So your earned merit goes towards paying off the stuff you just bought, which is backwards from things like D&D where you earn experience until you hit a set number and level up. Which you could think of it that way, that you're just setting your own experience or merit to whatever you want to be able to rank, right? If you had a really low amount, like took a skill with 200 merit as opposed to 1,000 merit or 1,500, you're going to rank up quicker. So you're kind of setting your own experience. So you can level up, rank up as you choose. But I get it. Boom, you great explanation there, Dragon. Woo woo. Okay. Yeah, basically you're borrowing from the bank to buy your stuff, and then you got to pay them back before you can borrow more stuff to pay them back again.
Yep.
That's it. But
okay.
Yeah, so that is that, and I believe
the last part is
everything.
skills.
Oh yes.
I'll do equipment and spell selection off screen, but let's get the skills picked out real quick. All right.
So skills, you get a number of skills,
so
trained skills.
Yes.
Equal to 6 plus your intelligence modifier.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My intelligence modifier is an 8. 1, 2, 3,
14.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I just did is I just made 14 little check marks down my page here on Scratch. I'm just going to scratch them off as I pick skills. So the very first one I'm going to take is going to be Spellcraft, because I need that in order to cast spells. Now this is a focus skill.
Absolutely, you need that.
Yes. So this is a trained skill.
Arcane Focus gave you a bonus, right?
Arcane Focus?
Yeah, I thought it did. I might be wrong.
Spell Focus. I don't think it's spell. You mean Spell Affinity?
No.
Or Arcane Touch?
Oh no, Arcane Focus. Arcane Touch. That's what I meant. No, it doesn't give you a bonus to Spellcraft.
Yeah, no.
No, it's fatigue points and magical defense.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay. It's like you're confusing the duality. Okay. So it's a trained skill. So that's 40. It's a focus skill too.
Correct.
So it gets an additional 10, correct? Yes.
Yes.
So it's 50. Thank you, Telarius.
I was buffering. Thanks, Telarius.
And so that brings me to a total of 58.
Then you add your modifier.
Yep. So that's 58. So, not bad. Not bad. All right, so we're going to check that one off.
Not bad at all.
All right. Next, because I like to take the ones that have intelligence near them, or just seem like they'd be really neat for me. So I also have these two here that have bonuses to them, which are general skills, and that's alertness and climb. So what I'd like to do is actually take those, because that would boost my alertness to a 60. Because it would be 40 plus the 10.
To do that.
Yep. And that would be 60. And then climb, it would either be strength or agility, because I have the 2 check marks. I would say agility for climb, and that would be 64.
Beautiful.
So I like to stack.
Your climb is... Yeah, I did basically the same thing. I just didn't get as many skills because I'm not smart. Bike not smart. Bike hit big things.
Oh, come on, you're SMRT.
Super smart. SMRT.
Then with past conversations with Hilarious, skepticism is a really good skill to take. So 40 plus 8 is 48 there. I don't believe that is a knowledge-based skill. Knowledge. It is definitely not. All right. And then convince is another one. I'm going to check mark that for intelligence. And there we go. There. I did want to take Haggle, which, I mean, charisma is not my strong suit, but 43.
Hey, somebody's got to be able to do it.
Exactly, and it would just it's useful. Search, is also another really good one to have, which uses perception. My perception's a 6, so 46. There, search is also not a knowledge focus. Now, lores are good to have. I get to the skills page here for lore. See if there's just a list of lores that I could pull from. There is. Perfect.
Well, I know the one you're not taking.
Oh, yeah, no. I do want to take Arcane. And Arcane is lore's focus, so that's 58. Knock that one off. I also kind of want to take Nature. I feel works really well. 8.
Yeah. I mean, technological for alchemy would be good, but everything else, it's not.
Yeah. But I do have alchemy as one of my skills. So let's go ahead and take that.
All right.
Technological. And that again is there. 58. That leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4 more skills to take. Go away. You good puppy. So I get natural claws. Now, claws, I was talking to Hilarious, and they said that brawling is the skill claws use.
Yeah, brawling is natural weapons.
So I definitely want to take that. Or martial arts. And martial arts has agility as a... Huh? What were you saying?
Note that martial arts, you can't use, I believe it's shields.
That's fine. I'm not going to use a shield. I'm going to take martial arts, and that's a 44. Or medium or heavy armor.
Or medium or heavy armor.
I don't see my character wearing medium or heavy armor either. And that's just to use the martial arts ability.
See, yeah. No, if we find heavy armor, it's coming to my guy.
Well, not only that, like, if my guy is using martial arts and clawing, there's an issue. Like, I done messed up. Because I should not be in hand-to-hand range.
Yeah.
3
Speaking
more.
of which, I don't know about stealth unless you're doing stuff by yourself, because the giant Triceratops is gonna be noticed.
Well, so I was actually going to think was taking evade instead of stealth.
Okay.
Because evade...
Evade is not what you think. Read it.
Okay. I'm reading it right now. You are adept at escaping from pursuers via speed and stealth, leaving false trails and other tactics. It also has you trained to hide very quickly nearby if there's an ability to do so. Those that you are trying to evade or hide from gain an opposed tracking or perception check. Your evade check may be penalized or disallowed if you are moving across open ground, sand, snow, or other environments where it's difficult to stay out of sight or move without a trace. Evading is also harder with multiple pursuers if they make cooperative skill attempts. Yeah, it's not exactly what I thought it was, but that still is pretty useful.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm going to hide here. Although stealth is really good. I like the idea of having some stealth because, again, my character is probably going to need to hide from time to time. So let's take stealth for 44. Checkbox that. I don't know. Would I need to make a riding check to ride you? No. Okay.
No.
Unless there's some weird shit.
Weird shit. I imagine, like, if I'm jumping buildings and stuff, maybe. Like, that would be probably the only time we're gonna make a riding check with you on my back.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Imagine we'll just get, like, a little harness or something.
Yeah, like, I'll just tie myself off. Okay, so let's go ahead and I want to take etiquette just as a, I'm a spellcaster. I'm probably going to want to talk to people and convince them to, give me things here and there. So etiquette is going to be 43. Like, that may come into play when dealing with societies and groups. And then for my last one, I am going to definitely say, I want to say acupuncture is one of those skills that I thought was like a slept-on skill.
To get enough successes, you can outright kill somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure acupuncture, you can just outright kill someone.
Yes, you can. Death or life giving.
Yeah, 16. Oh, if you get 16 successes, you can bring someone back to life.
Yeah, I can also damage or heal. I'm going to take acupuncture, which I also believe is a knowledge skill. Let's go back to page 77. Is it?
It says it right at the top of it, knowledge, skill type.
Oh, knowledge. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to take acupuncture. So that's 40 plus 10 for being a knowledge skill. That's 58. Boom. I mean, could I easily bring somebody back to life? No. Could I easily, insta-off them? No. But that target success of 1 for healing, I like that. So And that is everything up to purchasing gear and selecting the individual spells for the character.
Yeah.
And I think that is actually a really good place to leave it off here. We got the rank 1 Ba-Liyan. I gotta change that focus to knowledge. And yeah, I actually really like where this character is starting off. I think that this character is gonna be fun. This character is gonna be
Yeah, I think we're gonna have fun with this. Once we find the 2 more people that we want to bring in.
So
should be good.
I'm gonna go ahead and save this in my character vault of completed sheets. And I'm gonna call it the Ferret Caster. Gonna be its code name for now. But that was a complete character creation with commentary from start to finish. I'm excited to play this character.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. This game system is just amazing. Telarius did a fantastic job. We praise this system every week. We talk about it so much. But yeah, so that is pretty much how to make a character in a nutshell. We were talking a lot. It does not always take this long once you kind of know what you're doing. So yeah, once if you want to make a character, reach out to me or Eric. We will walk you through the process if you want to play the game. We will run one-shots if you are interested. This is a fantastic system. We would love to get a lot of people playing it. Levi would love to have people playing his game. He's been trying really hard to get more people into it, and we are doing our best to get people in as well. But yes, thank you for watching. I'm Steve. This is Eric, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.